we're going to be making our very own slime. And a lot of you may have done this before. There's a lot of different recipes you can find online. They use different ingredients like borax or saline solution, but we're going to be doing a little bit healthier version and using dish detergent rather than borax. So I just have my Tide liquid dish detergent. I have some clear liquid glue, but the white glue would also work, so whatever liquid glue you have at home. I have some food coloring to make it whatever color I want. And then I have 2 containers. I have one for my dish detergent I'm just going to pour in. And I have this container to make my actual slime. So you can use something bigger. You can use like a storage container for it if you want to keep it. Just whatever you have. And then I have a spoon to mix. So basically you only need 2 ingredients for this kind of slime. So it's super easy. We're just going to start with our clear glue. So I'm just going to pour in just a little bit because I don't want to make too much slime. So I'd even pour in half a bottle, but if you want to do more, you can always add more glue. You can do the whole bottle depending on how much slime you want to make. And then I'm just going to take my spoon and I'm going to spoon in tablespoons of dish detergent. So I'm going to start with 1 tablespoon and I'm just going to stir it until it's completely mixed. And then I'm just going to add another tablespoon. And this slime is already it's already clumping up, like you can see. It activated very, very quickly when it added to the dish detergent. So our dish detergent, in this case, acted as our activator with the molecules in the glue, and the molecules of the glue started binding with the activator, which was our dish detergent. However, when you use borax or saline solution, those will act as the activator, which is what makes it combine and congeal together like this. So you just want to be careful with how much dish detergent you add. You may not need that much. You may have to guess or estimate or add more glue or add more dish detergent. I'm just going to add a little bit more. So it all depends on the consistency you want, so you can definitely just play around with this. And I don't want my slime to get too hard or rubbery, so I'm just going to leave it with this one. So I can feel that it's not as sticky anymore, and it just needs to be kneaded together. So make sure you have some paper towels handy, or you're doing this on a clean area that nothing can get dirty or slimy, because this is a little bit messy. And then if you want to add your coloring, you can do so. This is already a little bit blue because of the Tide. I'm just going to make it a little more blue, so I'm adding 2 dots of food coloring, and I'm just going to stir that in. And then my slime got really blue. Alright, and so now we can see that the viscosity of this liquid has changed. So viscosity is basically just how free or easily something will flow or not flow. So the higher the viscosity, the harder it is to flow. So a high viscosity would be like maple syrup or oil. Water has a low viscosity because it flows very smoothly, easily. Dish detergent is somewhere in between. It flows pretty easily, so it has a low viscosity. However, our slime is a non-Newtonian fluid. So I'm going to pick it up and I'm just going to start kneading it with my hands together like this. And this is where it gets a little bit messy. And it's a little bit sticky. So we're just going to knead it together. And its viscosity, because it's a non-Newtonian fluid, it's very, very viscous, and it's not quite a solid and it's not quite a liquid. It's somewhere in between. And so it's a very rare kind of form of think that this is too sticky, you can always add more dish detergent and slowly knead that in. The dish detergent is what makes the glue a little bit less sticky because the molecules of the dish detergent will combine with those of the glue. So now you can see it's getting a little bit messy, so just make sure you're okay getting your hands a little bit dirty. You're just going to continue to knead this together. As you can see, I'm dipping it into my dish detergent to add some more on it, just to make sure that it continues to get less sticky. You can also add glitter if you want to decorate this. You can make a glittery slime. You can experiment with this with like white glue and see if there's a difference with that. Just make sure that you knead it enough, because the more you knead it, the less sticky it will become. So it's definitely slime, it's sticking all over. You could also add shaving cream in with this, because shaving cream will make this a little bit less sticky, and it will also make the consistency of the slime a little bit different. It'll make it more foamy and fluffy. So if you want a fluffier slime, you could also do that as well. So it's just getting less and less sticky the more I am kneading this. So I'm just making sure that I dip it in the dish detergent I have down here, and I'm just going to continue to do this. But here we go. Here's our slime. So it's super quick, super easy. It only took 2 ingredients that you guys probably have. So you don't have to go out and buy starch or borax or anything. If you want it to be less sticky, you can always add more dish detergent in it. You can make different colors. And then you can just store this in a plastic container that's airtight, and it will usually just stay for a while if you want to keep messing with it. Slime is also very cool because viscosity changes with temperature. So if your slime becomes too hard, I'm going to add a little more detergent in this. If your slime becomes too hard, you can put it in the sun. You can put it somewhere that's warm, and it will become less viscous. So it will become more movable and more like this, rather than becoming like hard. Or if you wanted to test it out and make your slime harder, then you could maybe put it in the fridge and see how the viscosity changes with temperature. So there's a lot of different ways you can experiment with this. Just make sure you have a clean area to do this, because it does get very messy, as you can see. You can try this with different kinds of glue, and you can also try different recipes and see which works best for you guys. So I hope you guys have a lot of fun with this. If you do it, please email us at info@artsphere.org or tag us at #LoveArtsphereInc and share it with us, and we would love to see your guys' slime and if it worked out for you, and just your experiments with this, if you guys found anything cool while doing this. And so hopefully you guys get a really cool reaction and experiment and have a lot of fun with this. So thank you guys, and have an awesome day.